And he goes, what? I said, the first is, I'm not gay. And I said, and the second is, if I was, you're not cute. And everybody did like, damn, he fucking told him. And he went like this. He said, you're not gonna throw me out of class? And I said, motherfucker, I went to Hales. We ran 13 teachers out in 4 years. Ain't nothing you about to say to me in here is gonna get me riled up because I know the game.
Know the game.
So they was like this. They said, you're nothing like Mr. Beeler. I said, well, what's Mr. Beeler like? And they was like, oh, we did the same thing to him. And I said, what happened? They said he got up. He put one leg on the desk like this, grabbed his dick and went, fuck me, fuck you, yeah, fuck you to the class. And I was like this, y'all making that shit up. He didn't do that. And then this little white Jewish girl that had been in some of my class never thought she was like this. She said, oh, Mr. Crawford, he did do it. It was so disappointing. And I was like, oh, what the hell? And they was like, yeah. I said, what did you guys do? They was like, what could we do? You know, like we just don't have any respect for them.
Damn.
And I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker's a teacher. And he gets to stand there, put his leg up on the desk, and do that. And I went to go complain to the principal who hated my guts. She kicked me out of Kenwood when I was a student.
Oh,
And she wasn't the principal, right? She was like, I think she was some vice principal board, can't believe it, not the principal. And she didn't want me subbing there, but the sub board had me as the number one person for subbing. I had this rep for, you could put me in any classroom and I'm gonna deal with it. And and they couldn't find black men to come and sub,
all right.
and everybody else was getting beat up in the classroom. This is when they be hitting teachers with chairs.
Sorry, y'all.
So
Trying to get this right.
and she was, so she said, what is it? What are you here to complain about? I said, look what this dude had on the test. This is racist. I said, yes, it is. So I said, you know what full benefits of the Holocaust? What I said, food, shelter, clothing, and free cremation service. Third is anti-Semitic. I said, if that's anti-Semitic, then this is racist. She goes, get the fuck out of here. I said, yeah, whatever. You ain't gonna change it. You're not gonna say anything to this teacher about this race stuff. And that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, I'd say. These are the motherfuckers in the room.
They all indoctrinated.
And they're all indoctrinated from a very young age.
Very young age.
They think what they're doing is right. Because that's the training.
That's the training.
That's the training. And there's two groups of people in the world that do more damage to the whole world than any other group. What are the two groups?
Us.
One more.
The Jews.
Religious people and educated people.
Religious people.
More damage to the whole world than anybody.
Religious people and educated people.
And if you get a person that's religious and educated, you better watch the fuck out.
Because they want you to whatever they teach you is right.
Whatever they say is right. I got
whatever they teach.
Believe, and if I don't believe what they believe, their little book says it's okay to kill me if I don't believe what you believe.
Right.
Now you got to get into what's death to these guys. There's economic death, there's psychological death, there's social death, there's physical death. And all of these are acceptable.
Right.
I'm with you. It's terrifying to watch something.
It's insane. And the crazy thing is, like, we're at the generation that everybody's being affected. Whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics. Like, it ain't just us. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just can't keep our elders fumbled our bag. We were at the height of the civil rights movement. We could have bargained so much. Y'all just let Dr. King go in there and sign it. Gave us a little bit of affirmative action. They took it over. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all never like, We could have been got everything that we needed. The nine. Let me look right now. Okay, we got the 94. I mean, the 94 crime bill that affected us. And you had what's her name? Maxine
Water.
Maxine Waters. She knew how bad it was. She talked about it in Congress, and she still let that stuff happen to us. Yeah, they literally have fumbled us.
Well, there's a difference between allegiance to the people and an allegiance to the party. You
Right.
guys have allegiance. That's the part. There shouldn't be any parties.
Shouldn't be
It's
no
to turn
party.
around and then you have allegiance to the party instead of the people.
Right.
So now the party is saying,
What's up?
"Good morning."
Walter Walter Burnett.
Oh, these guys start on time.
Huh?
They start on time.
Walter Burnett. Yes. Walter Burnett want people to write a letter for him so he can get the CHA. Oh, yeah. I had to bring the Ajax. No, not me. Put on his page. The Chicago Tribune lady Alice. She posted it. I told you it was my home girl. He said, "Oh, people." At 2 o'clock though. I mean, like, I know exemption is expensive, but stop passing our budget for stuff like that. All right.
Can I record
Good morning.
Morning.
Zoe Lee, founder of Chicago Flips Red. And I just want to know, like, how did y'all feel when Tony Preckwinkle bought her $1 million home while the elders' property taxes are going through the roof? People don't know if they're going to be able to pay their bills, any of those things, but she got a $4 million lawsuit that I don't even know if y'all paid that out yet from the Democratic Party because she was out there trying to defame that one lady who was running against her godson, Lamont Robinson. You know how y'all do. And I don't talk about that anymore. And then she goes on to buy $1 million home in Kenwood. I'm homeless. I've been asking, y'all to settle my family's case. We got all the evidence. We know that y'all play with deeds here. Y'all steal property. You know how y'all do. You understand? But I want you guys to do this. Do me this one solid because y'all can't do nothing else. But maybe you guys can do this. I need y'all to call Mayor Stacey Davis Gates. And I need you to tell her to tell Brandon Johnson to start talking about that migrant crisis money. That at the end, they $2.2 billion that him and his homeboys and his boyfriends and stuff stole. Because the property taxes is up. And for some reason, they don't want to discuss it. They want to put it on y'all. And we know it's not y'all. Y'all got balanced budgets. So I need you to go over there. Let Mayor Stacey Davis Gates him know, Jason Lee, Maurice Robinson, Rahm Emanuel, Mayor Daley, Barack Obama, whoever you got to tell. We got to start talking about this migrant crisis money. Because y'all keep blaming it on Trump. See, Trump wasn't nowhere. They was trying to put him in jail at that time. Like how y'all been trying to do me. Yeah. So he wasn't nowhere near the White House when Tony Preckwinkle, especially, and y'all gotta do it because Tony Preckwinkle called over there to ask her alderman that she was working with at that time, because she used to be an alderman doing the same thing she's doing over here. Could they vote on that $71 million? April 20th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So tell her with a $1 million home in Kenwood, call over there and tell them to start talking about that Biden crisis money. Thank you.
Next speaker is going to the mic and identify yourself.
Good morning. My name is Ariana Criley, and I've been here several times, and I don't see that. I don't see that anyone is heard. Majority of us come here to report corruption in majorly judicial corruption. Uganda is in the crisis of judicial corruption, and now no one does anything. When we get just referrals to ARGC, judicial work review, as that's all. Obviously, the system is not working. It's just not working. It's overflowed with complaints. I did not see my son in 5 years. How is it possible in Illinois, in Cook County? And I'm asking for constructive conversation. The commissioners, you have the power, but you have the duty. It's always balance. It's never just power, it's the duty to the public. And we know to see that you care about the public. It is about public safety at this point. People are extorted. Orders pay to see your kid are issued by the judges. And Cook County State's attorney states in front of you that she won't investigate or prosecute judges. She's a former judge. She has conflict of interest. But decommissioners, you can pressure pressures that needs to be pressured. She has special duty for investigation of corruption. How come that she somehow gives immunity to judges? And how come you don't say anything? And I see your effort, the task, violence against women. You created that task. You passed a resolution, and it's all good intention. It's because it's recognized. Yeah, it is increasing violence against women, but you need to recognize another thing. Anything you do will be undone by corruption. There will be no additional safety safeguards for women, nothing, until Cook County State's attorney will start investigating and prosecuting judges. Please refer all of us to her office. You can do that. You may not prosecute yourself, but still, you can also refer to ethics board. It'll be working for investigation by ethics board. Ethics boards can do that. Please do something. Obviously, people coming, and we will keep coming. There needs to be some solutions. There needs to be conversation. There needs to be done something. I'm asking to schedule a separate meeting on corruption in Cook County. We'll be talking only about that. Otherwise, we have no choice but to come to all your other meetings that dedicated to other topics. What do we go? Where did we go? Please do something.
Excellent.
Yeah, standing ovation. We need that meeting about that corruption.
Before last time I was here, I gave a history lesson. The only one who seemed to have not been understood the state. In 1899, the Juvenile Act was created in Cook County.
Please tell us your name again.
John James McGill of the Church of Family Court. I got the ecclesiastic idea from you guys partnering, Cook County partnering in the Juvenile Act of 1899. This is what granted wardship over children. Now, you just heard Elena speak about corruption, judicial corruption, state's attorney, who's supposed to represent people. She was in violation of not reporting misconduct at 8.3. She sat in front of this very commission and instructed her 1,300 state's attorneys not to investigate judges. We don't investigate judges. Now, if you know your history, and I'm teaching you about the 1899 Juvenile Act, which allowed a corporation to grant wardship of children, then you spill that into family court. You got an ARDC, you got a judiciary board, it goes nowhere. Ted Bush, you got a guardian ad litem there who sexually solicited 5 mothers, right? This guy, still not in jail. Still not prosecuted. ARDC judiciary complaints. No one got rid of them. No one reported each other because they're holding true to the state's attorney's statement. We don't prosecute judges, but we know Dave Greatlord was prosecuted and investigated by
Woo,
an assistant state's attorney.
great Lord.
I go to the Judiciary Inquiry Board in 1970 was the Judiciary Inquiry Board was created, as well as this Board of Commission, which grants you and the Ethics Commission that's appointed by President to investigate you for your ethics. I told you last time I had my RICO ready. I got more than that ready. I'm waiting for all the funding to take place. The lesson I'm going to teach you today is the 1970s Constitution was done completely to create secondary doorway to getting access to law. Complete. You got inner city kids being sent to Vietnam to fight a war they shouldn't have been in, while you create a secondary door to get Surrey jock or factorists to get access to the courts and the clerk of courts. None of these lawyers have a license. They're all certified by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court now has taken the advice of your government, your Democratic government, to limit constitutional challenges through House Bill 3062. You're also moving with this resolution Don and Miller put in place to create a task force. A task force for what? Another bureaucratic.
Come on.
For you to get funding so you can allow your juvenile courts to have 166 kids missing from your juvenile facilities, thousands of sexual abuse charges through the church that your attorney general wrote a 697-page report on, not one prosecution. Meanwhile, you haven't, a lady and I hasn't seen her kid in 5 years. In June, she came in here and asked you, who will make up for the missed bottle? I haven't seen my kid in over 1,300 days on a temporary order. You've abused it multiple times against multiple people, men and women, in order to enrich the judiciary. No one reports on anyone.
Y'all going to jail.
Constitutional challenge into my case. I got a Rule 19 and a Rule 383 going to the Supreme Court. This isn't going to end. You're a corporation and you don't have rights over children, which you're abusing them, and you can't even keep track of them in your juvenile facility. What the war on parents? You put me in jail.
Conclude your statement.
My statement is that when you put me in jail, I came out with an army. That's what I did.
Next speaker.
This guy there, no, this guy, human being, I have your traditional fucking signature.
Right. Y'all,
Yeah.
it don't matter how much money y'all steal in here. How much money y'all steal in here?
Everyone in the room can stop.
How much money?
Board rules.
Take my kids, my house away.
What's your name?
Why Tony Preckwinkle go buy $1 million home?
Your name, sir.
Edward Eagles.
Thank you.
Morning. I was just trying to keep my hands to myself. Great face. They took my kid in my house with me. Uncomfortable, but I'm a parent to a 13 who make a pretty role.
All these parents coming in here. All these parents that want to be parents.
I've gone through nearly $1 million. I've gone through everything. In my very first, and I am, fine. I mean, obviously, I'm still looking for a place of the truck could hit me. But I will file a federal PRO by the end of this week, and I think it's impossible for me to explain what's occurred here for 12 years. But in my first meeting with the guardian ad litem, Pamela Christier, she screamed at me and said, "Eddie, did you know that my ex-husband broke my daughter's jaw?" I said, "Mr. Pierre, I'm not your ex-husband." So I think that I don't know who's screening these guardian ad litems. I mean, if there's any right away, she basically is saying that I never had a chance on this case. She's basically saying that she can't be impartial. Second, my first attorney was Michael Becker, who I grew up with in Winker, who's actually best friends with my brother. Gerald Bender, his dad, rules in Pamela Christier's, her name was Pamela is in her eyes. Ruled in her family case, and she hated it. And I couldn't figure out what she was going at. And this is just my first, obviously I'm going to back up here. This is just my first encounter with her. She stated that, you want to know how well I knew Mr. Bender, because she was explaining that I guess he represented his embryo later in life.
don't know what the hell that meant.
1 minute.
Thirdly, Pamela Kuznier, and it's on the record and it's come out, has been friends with Tom Field, who's part of Bierman Law, for 3 decades. All the decisions here have been made to not to safeguard my daughter, but to help Bierman Law and Tom Field. In a federal complaint recently, in the Gerard complaint, my judge now, because my other judge, Pam Maloza, was under dubious circumstances, was transferred, is now Judge Spinicio. And Judge Spinicio is accused of judicial bribery in that complaint. In addition, we just came off in this 2 separate engagements. We just came off a case where the GAL ordered a pharmacologist and had us drug tested for 3 years.
Y'all going to
Okay, do I continue?
should be at the next one.
One closing statement, but your time has expired.
Okay, so I'm
Tell you the story is good.
judicial bribery. I'm dealing with a guardian ad litem who's manipulated 3 separate cases. On Monday, or on the 9th rather, January, I don't have any money left. They're gonna try to put me in jail for not getting a report to pay the GAL fees, it's after $1 million.
Damn.
On top of that, I know this is hard to believe.
GAL.
And
My
let me just say one thing to you, sir. I understand you still got more to say. You have registered for future meetings.
I have, I'll continue.
Let's continue that.
Yeah.
for the next meeting, okay?
Yeah, it was getting good. That's chapter 1. That's just the introduction. I can't wait till the second chapter.
I continue to support.
Leo Walker,
It's getting good.
George Taylor, if you're in the room, please come to the public meeting tonight. Jackie Singleton, Jessica Jackson.
Go. Go.
If you're in the room,
No, he did good. He sounds. No, me. Oh, no. You sound enough as enough. Jackie's nervous.
May begin, ma'am.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Jackson, and it's good to see this many people here this morning that's speaking on public corruption and judicial corruption. The unfortunate thing is that it's falling on deaf ears because everybody in this room knows, including you, Bill Laurie, including you, Michael Scott, including you, with Stamps,
Mm-hmm.
including you, Daly, including you, Aguilar, including you, I don't know your last name, but you. All of you know about judicial corruption. And the fact that this Britain man sits here and when somebody says something to him, he gets that stoic look and he wants to act like he doesn't know what's going on. Apparently, they train you all how to do that in Democrat corruption school. How you just sit here and look at people like you don't know what they're talking about, like they got you pegged wrong. Like when I say what I say about Lamont Williams giving up my case and he shakes his big head and does this like he has no idea what I'm talking about. But Bill Laurie, you know what I'm talking about because you told me that I had the dream team. Didn't you tell me that? You can stand there, but you said that to me. Don't worry, Miss Jackson, you got the dream team, which ended up being a complete nightmare. I gave my paperwork to you, Michael Scott. You know what they've done, and you did nothing. You sit there and you act like you don't know what's going on. You're a bunch of corrupt people. Nothing would be better than to get you all out of office. Now, it's not going to be easy to do one clean sweep because you all are rooted in corruption so much. But it's coming. It's coming because as you can see in here, people are waking up. People are fed up. People can't not take more of like what we witnessed the other night at that church. When this Stamp showed up, acting like she was for the good of the people over there on the west side in that meeting about property taxes, talking about, I'm not going to lie. I'm not gonna lie. They are trying to steal property. I'm not gonna lie. You was lying when you said that. Because I hope you choke on whatever you're eating right now. Because you lie too much. No, don't ain't telling me to do nothing. I did not violate any
No.
rule.
No, ain't
I
not gonna
don't
address
cover
nothing.
what I say
Exactly.
at all. What you
45,
do is you stand up and you tell the
40,
truth.
And your time has expired.
45 signatures. You worth 45 signatures to get you out. 45 signatures you're worth, tar stamps, to get you out.
Sheriffs, we do need order in the room where they can't be wrong.
And they can't
Yeah, and you gonna be fired soon.
threaten the people, threaten them judges.
Please proceed. Start.
Okay, thank you, sir. Remove. You should be removed. And all of these people down here should be removed. Now, why would you want the sheriff to arrest the man and have one of the citizens? Well, what motivates, what do you do there? Why? Because it's a dictatorship here. It's like communist Russia or fascist Germany or communist China or one party system. That's the way they treat their people. In the democratic system, they don't do this. Now look at the turn I hate. So you, me, sheriff, don't use these people to abuse us. To abuse us. You should be happy that the citizens are showing up. And most of the citizens that are showing up are black. And now some of the poor whites are waking up and standing up by this corrupt system here. The corrupt system. So when you know better, you do better. I welcome these citizens to come and speak at this league. Citizen! U.S. legal citizens. And the black ones are part of the citizens that their ancestors were enslaved in America. They're not immigrants. They're not migrants. They were brought over in chains. For corrupt Jews. So what? All of them are corrupt. The legislature, the executive branch, the judicial branch, and the third estate, the press should be showing this. I'm outraged here. Let them stop it. So somebody removing somebody, chaining somebody up, throwing them out. Putting them out, back up. 3 minutes are up. Your time is up. That time is up.
That did not respond.
Time is up.
Walker, George,
Time is up.
are you Latanya?
Yes, ma'am.
George Taylor, Jackie.
Say real y'all.
My name is Latanya Walker. First, I'm gonna start off by saying, Psalm 89:14, which is in the Holy Bible, that states, righteousness and justice is in God's throne. And God is over everyone up in here, those that are corrupt and those that are not corrupt. But we all have sins, and those sins need to be addressed, and they're going to be addressed today. My situation, I live in DuPage County, Illinois. I was beaten up, I was assaulted, I have disabled children. I was assaulted by a police officer, investigator by the name of Officer Vince Liberio. His brother is Nicholas Liberio and Greg Keebler, which beat my disabled son unconscious. When they beat him unconscious, I filed the police report the very next day. After that, I was retaliated 36 days later. I was arrested, thrown in jail, fingerprinted. My son as well. We have never had a criminal history. One thing I want you all to understand is that this justice, James Mendricks, no, he do not needs to be governor of Illinois. If he cannot address the fact that when I went to try to file a police report, a complaint about what he did to me and my children in my home, this is my residence. Those officers need to be out. They need to be thrown out. James Mendrick would not allow me to file a police report. He knowingly had his officers tell me that they're not taking my complaint. To this day, my complaint has not been addressed. I am a single Black mother at this time. I'm married. If you all want to know, my children come from marriage. Okay? So I'm just letting you all know that I have this complaint. I can give you all a copy, but I would like James Mendrick to bring charges against these officers. And it was just not only his brother, it was 8 additional, plus the Lombard police that kidnapped my son, took him to a place where we didn't even know, and then didn't allow me to see where he was at before they brought him to a judicial before they brought him to court. When we went to court, the judge even said,
1 minute.
why is this young man here and he doesn't have a criminal history? They are falsifying and lying on people, putting criminal charges on us. That needs to be addressed. So James Mendrick, if you're here today, you do not need to be governor of Illinois. That's the no-no,
Amen.
especially for people of color, because we are the true tribe of Judah. And God said, according to Psalm 89:14, justice and righteousness is his throne. And I'm done. Thanks.
Good, that's good, sis.
Is George Taylor here?
And also, I would like to just make this one statement. Kwame Raoul, he needs to answer too. Because I
No,
there you go.
gonna be the next one though.
It'll be a next.
Yeah, continue it.
Yes.
Continue it.
George Taylor.
Yeah, okay. I would like to first address the Attorney General about the racism and corruption in Cook County's neighboring county, which is DuPage County, Illinois. Okay, there is deeply rooted racism in this county that his office is choosing not to listen and sweep things under the rug. DuPage County has crooked and racist board members, sheriffs, state's attorneys, deputies, everything. I personally been battered and called a nigger by a white sheriff's deputy. In retaliation, I sat in DuPage County Jail and was refused my medication for epilepsy.
Oh, there was.
For 6 months.
Oh, wrongfully convicted lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have
no, if he would have died,
Bob Vernon,
if he would have died,
state's attorney,
wrongfully
who
convicted.
ignored my complaints about this. You have James Mendrick, who is supposedly running for governor, and we
No,
cannot have these people trying to run the state and they can't even
run the county.
run the county, or they have deeply rooted racism in them somewhere, you know. So what I would ask is that the attorneys general, I would ask that he, in return to the complaints that I've made and others about the things going on in DuPage County, if he would investigate them. That'd be just an investigation instead of saying, okay, we're looking for a pattern here. So if a pattern turns up, then at that point we'll look for some action to be taken instead. And instead of investigating these things that are absolutely true
1 minute.
and 100% provable, you know, that'd be all.
Damn.
Speaker, I believe this is the last one. Are you Jackie? Yes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jackie Sample. I'm here to bring a witness to there's a serious crisis of corruption throughout Illinois court systems.
Yes.
For example, multiple DuPage County judges engaged in a coordinated pattern of misconduct in my divorce case, and they knowingly accepted fraudulent financial affidavits submitted by my spouse. These same judges refused to enforce their own court orders, and instead they assisted my spouse in stealing millions of dollars and other assets from me. This conduct followed a clear pattern of crooked judges, corruption, financial fraud, and bribery. The misconduct did not stop there. The actions of these judges reflect a slave owner mentality. My property was taken and everything I built over the last 25 years was illegally stripped from me. I was treated as less than a human, as a commodity rather than a full person with rights. Around May of 2025, one of the judges, Judge Neil Cerny, unlawfully dismissed my divorce case against my wishes and forcing me to remain legally married to an abusive spouse and leaving me penniless. Judge Neil Cerny, Judge Kenton Scarn, James Arrell, and Susan Alvarado treated me as not as a person, but as their property. Their practice include fear-based control used to dominate and silence me as they continue stripping me of everything I built and any legal ability to protect it. In addition, the judiciary willfully and knowingly violated my rights under color of law and my Americans with disability rights. They reasonably, they obstructed my ability to have fair access to court proceedings. As a result of the corruption and bribery, I now have multiple foreclosure cases pending in Cook County. I have filed a federal complaint against the First County Judge. However, my ADA and due process rights under color of law continue to be violated in both Cook County Circuit Court and the U.S. Northern District Federal Court with Judge Andrea Wood. I am experiencing retaliation, deprivation of rights, and conspiracy against rights from the judiciary because I have reported judicial misconduct. For example, my personal injury case filed in Cook County was dismissed with prejudice under suspicious circumstances. And my need for accommodations under Americans with Disability are continually disregarded in Cook County Circuit Court. By law, an investigation for these matters are supposed to happen. We, the people, want the Illinois Attorney General, Kwame Raoul, and other appropriate agencies to actually do their job and investigate criminals and of the judiciary and stop overlooking their RICO actions. Every elected official should be outraged that some judges exercise high levels of unchecked criminal power in plain view of the American people.
Woo.
Thank you.
Snaps. Nobody want to snap? Damn. That was good. That was good, Miss Jackie.
Commissioner Scott, I'm going to approve item 2 that your board is involved with some snaps.
Yeah, nobody want to snap. What up, right?
Warning from daily, all those in favor say aye.
I forgot how good Cook County was.
Go further, Commissioner Myers. Denton.
Forgot how much good. I'm next. I'll talk about my job. Say anything. I told you, Ramona, we gonna have to talk, man. I told you what he did to me. He ghosted me. Yeah, he ghosted you, right?
Yeah, I told him.
You know what? We're supposed to interview him. I think we all should be there.
I'm waiting, but I would not object to.
Friday, he supposed to meet us at the. You know,
Something is
I'm
next.
supposed to be interviewing Mendrick. Y'all should come. Friday, 4 p.m. Anybody got issue due page? We'll be there. Cause
Right?
huh?
Commissioner Nuggets, Commissioner Clinton.
This is crazy.
Beckman.
Yeah, so 4 o'clock. Yeah, high five. Gotta keep doing.
With the sheriffs. She tried.
Absent, Commissioner Simon. Mr. Scott. Commissioner Stans. Commissioner Trevor. Commissioner Vasquez. Commissioner Vasquez is present and participating remotely. Thank you, Stan. Thank you, ma'am. And Chair is also present.
Like they in school. That's how people used to be in school.
Also absent for Commissioner Miller or Marita and Kevin Larson. You didn't have a phone.
Okay, the chairman is going to entertain a motion to allow members who are now participating in remotely. Second, by Commissioner Standing, second, by Commissioner Laurie. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Thank you, Commissioner Nye, your open. Commissioner Nye, Commissioner Britton. Commissioner Taylor. I vote in you, Commissioner Britton. Commissioner Bingham. And I.
Hope you're joking back. Yeah, very right.
Commissioner Laurie.
Aye.
Commissioner
See what y'all gonna spit all the time.
Commissioner Wood. Is absent Commissioner Moore. Is absent Commissioner Rita.
That's what happens when you be going into church line.
Is absent Commissioner Morrison. Is, thank you, Commissioner Scott. Commissioner Stevens. Commissioner Trevor. Commissioner Vasquez. Thank you. Chairman Griffin.
Aye.
Chairman's vote is aye. Commissioner Britton. Commissioner Britton is absent for the minute. And we have 12 ayes, and
Thank you, ma'am. Secretary, are we any changes to the agenda?
now there will be changes for your meetings.
Any registered speakers?
Chairman, we have,
All right.
purchase the speaker and ask you this council mic this quarter. You will have 3 minutes to address the body, the rules of the stand. Billy Lee.
Yeah.
President, John McLean. Eddie Ingles.
You have,
Thank you.
Hey, DuPage County supposed to be actually interviewing Mendrix on my YouTube Friday about why he should be next governor of Illinois, but as corrupt y'all already are, he ghosted me. And then
Me too.
stuff. And he didn't think that we was gonna get where we are. Now that we're wide. Now he checks me. It's crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk for a matter of fact, I invited all of them to come when I interview this live one-on-one.
Yeah.
So they can talk to him there and, answer their questions, since he's busy, wasn't busy for me, so I appreciate that, Vendrick. So all the people in DuPage, it needs some other people too. And they got their evidence. I got my evidence too. You understand? That's for judges. I don't never talk about my judges, right? So my case is over here in federal court. Judge Alonzo Lawrence, shout out to him. He knows it's corrupt. He knows that my case is messed up and corrupt. Transcripts, November 1st, 2023, I did. And I'm not even a lawyer. My mother just asked me to come up there and speak. And I spoke and I broke it down. Oh, you were there, was there?
I was there.
Yeah, right, yeah. So he knows it's wrong. But what they're trying to do is say statute of limitations. And he knows it's wrong. So my other attorney, Danielle Leroy, shout out to Ms. Leroy, Southside, Hyde Park. She's living in Miami now. She opened back the old case, the Rule 60 motion, to talk about all the fraud in the other case. So Judge Lonzo, shout out to Dory Lonzo from Cuba. He said, we're going to put this case on hold until they discuss that case. Because that case is the case that they closed, that the city paid for them to close. They sold out my mother's lawyer. And said that my mother or my godfather, Leroy Singleton, did not own that Sandpiper Lounge. And they had no knowledge of it or anything. But since my godfather had a trust, Chicago Land and Trust, they were sending letters over there, the City of Chicago Law Department, with my godfather's name and my mother's name. So they knew who owned that. So I'm waiting for the other attorney, the other judge, he's from Panama City. And he's a Trump. He was one of the judges that they had to do a bargain. So Trump put him in the last time. So I'm trying to see if he's going to do Trump a favor and look at that case and see all his faults here. So we'll see. I'll tell you on the next one.
Dear Commissioners, what's looking at these meetings? What for us? What for are you here?
Oh, yeah.
Public hearings. You have it in the schedule. What for? What did you ever take in account? What public reports did you? Did you ever care about public safety in your county? What have you done for public and for our safety? Uh, Multiple of us repeatedly keep coming here. Name one action from Cook County Board of Commissioners. One, just one. There's none. There is none that you can show. And getting back to this task force for violence against women that you created, I requested to be on the task force as a representative from public, and my request was denied. And
You're not corrupt.
Commissioner Daly got back to me stating that it's okay, it's governmental body, basically, right? Okay, but okay, what did you create? We repeatedly came here and reported to you that Cook County State's Attorney Office does nothing about corruption. Judicial part of the government is rotten in corruption in Cook County. And that will be the members of the task force. Those will be who will be what, doing proposals? Will they report on themselves how they create false record? How in Cook County courts there are no court reporters, and hello,
Yeah.
AI can record everything. And when presiding judge of domestic relations says the judge can allow it or not allow it, the reporting, about what transparency are we talking? And then what kind of task force you created? That will be, isn't it lie on lie on lie on lie, corruption on corruption? And what are you doing? Isn't it a question of misappropriation of money by actually board of commissioners? You keep giving those bodies money. What for? To continue commit crimes against people. Why are you doing that? You're participating in that. And it's not like people do not see. You must do better. You must fix the problems, not keeping paying to those people, paying the corrupted bodies. Why are you paying them? What for? Why is it happening? Again, do you hear us? If you do, you need to act on it.
And time has expired. Our next speaker, John McHugh.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Eddie Ingles.
So I'll follow up with to answer Elena's questions for her. Elena's my dear friend. She hasn't seen her kid in 5 years. You guys heard that in June when the state's attorney instructed her 1,300 attorneys not to prosecute or investigate judges. So the reason why you're creating this task force through Donna Miller's resolution is because you partnered with Chicago 7-7 and UIC Crime Labs. I have FOIA'd UIC Crime Labs for all of their data analytics and what access they have to the Cook County courts, as well as the patents that they have on cell phones. So you're doing data and analytics with the state's attorney who's partnering with the crime labs. Donna Miller's resolution was completely falsified. She had Elena, myself, and several other people come in here to testify, told not to bring up our federal cases against the judges. I have a Cook County judge's digital signature. I can start writing orders because I got it by way of an attorney who didn't even file an appearance in my case. When the Judge Amon, who this man endorses, flipping through his pages, decides to retaliate on me, what does she do? She assigns a new guardian ad litem, Michael Lodemeyer. You know who his wife works for? The state's attorney. He's involved in Elena's case, my case, another lady, Colleen's, Judge Joel Greenblatt in Rolling Meadows. He flips through your home rules that Donna Miller read into the resolution, which grants you your home rules, which takes away court access from the citizens, from the ability to access the courts. It's no mystery that that's called the Tyler system. Isn't that the Mason who stands outside King Solomon's door? This is what you guys are doing. I'm up here not talking to you, I'm talking to the public. The 1970s Constitution was done by a bunch of white uppity mothers who decided to write a pathway to access to the courts. It wasn't ratified by the people. That's why I filed the 1870s Constitution through usurpation of compact, which preserves my unalienable rights. Into my case, serve the Attorney General. Deaf ears, nowhere to be found. Serve the governor, nowhere to be found. He's out here instructing the police to go after ICE. He's going to prosecute these men for not going after ICE. This is fear mongering. This is nothing but a bunch of fear mongering. Your resolution was falsified testimony, which you called them LGBTQ, gender domestic violence.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
None of us testified to that. I'm speaking to the public to tell you that the 1970s Constitution was not ratified by the people. It was ratified by universities.
Donna running for something.
To turn everything around
Let me see what she
and
running
create a
for.
secondary door to access to the courts while you sent off all the inner city people to freaking war.
30 seconds.
It's amazing. So the state's attorney doesn't prosecute attorneys or judges, and she has her assistant working for one of the most corrupt guardian ad litems. I'm 1,000 days removed from my paid off home, 1,000 days removed from my children's lives on an ex parte order that was transferred due to your home rules that Donna Miller read in. You brought Scanicio in here to read 907 for guardian ad litem, so you can codify this task force you're creating for another bureaucratic group who's supposed to investigate and protect us.
Latanya Walker, Rich Taylor, Jefferson Nicole.
Yes, that was good. Donna Miller, she running for something. She running for something that she can never get.
Edward Eddie Ingles.
Please begin.
Okay. This is what corruption allows you to do. You can bite a security guard and be charged with 4 felonies and 3 misdemeanors. You can fail 31 straight drug tests, ketamine, cocaine, bipolar drugs. You can test positive for cocaine while parenting the minor child. After the emergency was filed, my judge at the time, Judge Rosa, was unavailable. The guardian ad litem, knowing that she's useless without the judge there, decided not to show up for the emergency. However, they insisted upon the judge, Judge Rosenberg. They handed a medical document to Judge Rosenberg, showing, it's in different handwritings and all that, showing that cocaine was administered to her in a nasal procedure, along with breast mix, lidocaine, cocaine. You don't have to be a medical doctor to know that lidocaine nowadays is used instead of cocaine. The two together are toxic. Judge Rosenberg didn't believe the documents. She suspended the mom's time. But next day, Judge Rosa reinstated it. The court-appointed pharmacologist, after studying all the drug tests for both parties and all that the guardian ad litem insisted upon, stated in his report that the mother is not fit to parent. That wasn't good enough. Unfortunately, the guardian ad litem and the and custody evaluator didn't dismiss that report. But what they did accept was a rebuttal from a non-vetted doctor just responding to the marijuana. So the guardian ad litem, Pamela Kuznier, who insisted upon the appointment of this pharmacologist, then dismissed her own pharmacologist report.
What?
You can then
1 minute.
Write your own prescriptions using the DAA number of a doctor. The doctor medical license is suspended, revoked for plying the mom, with her initials here, with meds. Okay, let's go on here. Back to the custody evaluator. In a deposition, the custody evaluator, David Finn, is very well known. In the deposition, admitted that he's never, ever ruled against a Bierman client. This is a custody evaluator.
Woo.
Next, we'll just keep going down the list. You can do drugs at a health club, East Bank, post yourself doing drugs while kids are present.
That's where your plans expire.
That's quick.
Next time.
Yep, I can't wait.
Followed by George and then Jackson.
Woo. Feels so good, all these people that save their evidence and they still won't settle cases and stuff. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Wait for the next speaker to begin, please.
Can you see? Exhibits?
The feds.
Oh, sorry.
The feds. That's why the feds got to come in here.
Do a chair.
That's why the feds got to come.
My name is Latanya Walker. And I'm gonna stand on this scripture again for everyone that's in here, along with the audience that's out there, that's live, that's everyone that's looking in. Psalm 89:14, because the Lord wants this in your hearts. Because when that time comes to be judged, you will see my face and you will remember this scripture. Justice and righteousness. The Lord wants us to do things justly. Justice and righteousness is his throne. Justice and righteousness, accountability for the people. And I also want to give you all the law code 720 ILCS 533-3. Official misconduct makes it a felony for any public official to knowingly fail to perform a mandatory duty, including reporting or investigating a crime. So I want to say this to Kwame Raoul, 720 ILCS 533-3, knowingly. James Mendricks, knowingly. Jill O.T., judge, knowingly. Vince Liberio, investigator, officer, knowingly. Nicholas Liberio, knowingly. Miss Miller's, state's attorney, DuPage County, knowingly. And all the others, the officers that have backed this, you all knowingly are doing wrong to the people. We have been violated.
Violated.
Not only have we been violated, we have made criminal complaints.
Criminal complaint.
So these officers, investigators, the police, the judges, you all have failed us. We want to make reports. We want the system to be justified. We want it to be justified for all people in righteousness. And we're standing on it. We're not going nowhere. We are the people of Judah. We're not going nowhere. This is God's law, both natural and spiritual. Please, people, this is what God is saying. We have to make it right with the people. We are the people. And if you don't make it right with the people, you will be judged by the people, because we are the people. Thank you.
So good.
Next, followed by Jackie Sample and then Jessica Jensen.
Okay, yours, I just got a couple questions here I would like to ask. Okay. I would like to know, how are these counties and different Illinois offices able to make up their own rules when you do have a constitution? You know, that would ever make sense to me. And they do it all the time, and with the Constitution in place, there is no way you can make up your own rules in these counties and offices and stuff. You know, there has been no investigations done. I would report different illegal activity to certain offices and places where they would simply slide it under the rug and say, go talk to somebody else, with no problem. So that would be my question. How are these people able to make up their own group? That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to ask the Attorney General about. If he's listening, I hope he's listening. Okay.
That was good. That's good.
Jackie Sample, followed by Jessica Jackson.
Speak with your heart. Speak with your heart.
Hello, and I'm Jackie Sample. For the last 2 years, I've been reporting bribery, all the crimes that have been happening in my divorce case. I've reported it to Kwame Raoul's office time and time again with no response. And to say that if there's a pattern, then they'll investigate. Well, according to 720 Illinois 5-33-3, public official misconduct makes it a felony for any public official to knowingly fail to perform a mandatory duty, including reporting or investigating a crime. How is it that you get 4 judges in DuPage County? They do not uphold the Constitution. They have colluded and stolen, committed fraud for over 2 years. And I've reported this to every law enforcement agency throughout Illinois. And to To my knowledge, there's no investigation going. Instead, I've been retaliated against, not only by those judges, but also by the judges here in Cook County. My rights have been denied to me time and time again. So my husband made a threat that he's friends with Kwame Raoul's wife. There should be an investigation on that too. That I can't prove, but the fraud, I have reported bank statements. I've given them bank statements. Bank of America doesn't lie, but judges and lawyers do lie. My husband that bribe people, he lies also. Bank of America statements do not lie. So I'd like an investigation because I don't know if it's a friendship between my husband and Kwame Raoul's wife, but I would like for Kwame Raoul to answer and investigate what's happening in my case. Thanks.
I got Kwame Raoul's story too.
Jessica Jackson is next, followed by George Blakemore, then Ray Roundtree.
My name is Jessica Jackson, and I'm the advisor to Chicago Flips Red. And you all remember when there were no T-shirts. It was me and Zoe coming here talking about how Cook County officials were stealing Black people's property. And then it grew into what you see today. And the good thing is that it is getting momentum. And that's what's upsetting Cook County officials. That's what's upsetting City Hall. Because you all like us to think, especially here in the city of Chicago, and especially Black people here in the city of Chicago and Cook County, you all want us to think that we have no options. That the only thing that we can do is just be Democrat. The only thing that we can do is sit here and be subjected to the corruption and abuse of Cook County and city officials. You all really believe that. That's that Democratic mindset. You all really believe that we're on a plantation. You all really believe it. You all really believe that you all have overseers in place, and no offense to them. They're just doing the job. You all really do have house Negroes in place that you think you're going to keep us in check. But that's not what's happening, right? And that's why y'all feeling the way that you feeling. That's why Stamps is upset this morning. Her jaw is so tight. Because she was supposed to be able to come into that church, lie to those people, tell them about her history and her family about CHA. Who cares about CHA when you in there talking to a bunch of property owners?
I didn't know that.
But you think I'm on my time. You
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Thought you had rules. Yeah, that was it.
See how she's
45 signatures.
You see that?
40.
Ain't no rules. You all want to give us rules while you don't follow no rule at all. So you know what? My heart goes out to you, sis. That quote of scripture to them, that only works for people who actually believe in God. These people are godless.
Right.
They're not fazed by what you say.
Nothing.
Scripture.
Nothing.
Because it don't shake your head. Because if
You call
the
me
Bible says
Yeah, you godless. You godless. You definitely godless.
It's a liar and the truth is not in him. Right now.
Yeah, it's not in you. Got the evidence. Ooh, y'all mad. Ooh, y'all mad. Ooh, y'all mad. Y'all can't settle no cases, but y'all mad, though. Y'all can't settle no cases.
No, I quote the scripture. I quote the scripture. The Bible says the devil is a liar.
That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit.
That's scripture.
You know it's a lawsuit, right, y'all? You know it's a lawsuit. Yeah, because it's gonna be a lawsuit. I'm already suing y'all too, Tony Preckwinkle. I'm gonna win that case too. Like I'm undefeated. I promise y'all.
Y'all ready for a lawsuit?
That's a lawsuit, Miss Jackson. So it's cool. Everybody watching, the world watching.
My minutes cannot start, it's too much.
Woo. Your policies do not override the First Amendment. Policies do not override the First Amendment. She's gonna win this lawsuit. She's gonna win this lawsuit in the Chicago Flips Red. Because now y'all got the last one. She the last one. You already violated Danielle's. You've been violating mine. This about to be Chicago Flips Red versus Cook County of Chicago. Yes. Let's go. That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit. But they don't know the U.S. Constitution. They're indoctrinated. They don't know the U.S. Constitution. All you gotta do is be a Delta, an Alpha Kappa Alpha.
I can't believe this. I can't believe it.
That was fun.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Bill Hardy jumped up and started calling the and Vivian $7 told the speaker was speaking.
Out of control. And we paying for it.
Let's go.
You my public servant. You my public servant.
We're zoning and FEMA and this money found here. We're zoning. And I can't believe this. FEMA and flood planes, and I was watching. They was ignoring her. They all on their cell phone, and Bridget Gator was talking. People are in pain. The people are in pain, and you are not helping it. You have caused the people to have mental problems. You've been so mean. You've been so mean. The people are stressed out. Mentally, you want to drive them crazy because you feel confused. You're leaving. You're un-American.
Un-American.
You're just terrible. Like, don't limit me, Zoe. I'm the one that told you all to come up here.
Yes, you taught me.
Clean up that swamp here.
Yes, you taught me.
Wait a minute. And I'm so glad to see you. But they don't want to see you. They don't want to listen to us. They treated us like ends. I heard this lady while Miss Jackson was speaking. She provoked her. She turned around and started speaking. They should have those. You are the problem, not the people.
1 minute.
Not the people. And then what do you use? You use the military to throw them out, to lock them up. It's terrible. You have no shame.
Democratic Party.
You have no shame. And I wonder if the people who doing the media, if the people actually see what's going on here.
Oh, they seeing.
It's just terrible here.
They seeing and believing. We had 600 people on this nice early morning. Next.
Bring Roundtree's next.
Oh, my man.
Last speaker will be Dennis Sweat.
How you doing? We have a guardian ad litem by the name of Shantae Matlock Henderson. She's not even a guardian ad litem. She don't even have paperwork. I have the papers to prove that she's not even on a guardian ad litem list. She helped kidnap my son, Dylan John Roundtree, and no one's doing nothing about it. Jamie G. Dickler in 1806 needs to be investigated at the Daly Center. Judge Edward A. Arcee, room 1602, needs to be investigated at the Daly Center. Judge Adrena Weber, CL04, needs to be investigated in the Daly Center. I don't know what's going on here, man. There's too much corruption going on. I have the paperwork to prove that I have guardianship of my son. But as I was going to court for domestic relations, Ashanti Matlock and Bernicia Ville did another court case behind me and didn't let me know that they were trying to get guardianship of my son in probate court. So as I was missing probate court, I didn't know because they never gave me paperwork to come to that court. So in September, they got guardianship of my son without my permission and without my knowledge. I didn't find that out until April. So, October, when I went to court in October with Jamie G. Dickler, I let her know what was going on. She gave me a continuance to January 12th to get my son back.
Dang.
to try to get my son back, basically. She asked Renisha Ville, is she gonna get my son back? Renisha Ville is not no kin to him. Is she a phony godmother? And how you gonna ask another person if they're gonna get my son back when it's guardianship fraud and they kidnapped him in the first place? So the next week I put in for what you call it, a FESDA court date. Jamie G. Dickler, 1806, told me this is not an emergency. How is this not an emergency? And I'm trying to get my son back, and I ain't seen my son since September 9th, 2024. How is this not an emergency? So now it's in appellate court, and I'm sitting the feds in on all this because there's too much corruption going on in the Daily Center with these judges, stealing people kids,
It's named Daily.
harboring
1 minute.
runaways, which everything came back with DCFS clear on me, unfounded. Why is my son still with this person? Because the judge is not doing what they supposed to do. They don't care if it ain't their kid. But like I said, the feds need to come investigate that whole building in the Daily Center. Everybody needs to get investigated at the Daily Center.
30 seconds.
Thank you.
Including the Daily that's still living.
Last speaker, Dennis White.
And any of your peoples.
What I just witnessed is the Democrat playbook. You don't want to hear what a speaker says. So what you do, some of you all, you get on your cell phone, you talk to other people. The same way that happened during the city council meeting. And when you all want our votes, you'll do anything and everything to try to get it, but you don't earn it. Now, what's happening here is you guys, with the city council, with the corruption of the county president and the mayor, you all want to siphon money out the taxpayers out of here. And this is the reason why the state is losing population, because you guys, only thing you all know how to do is tax, 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 and tax. But you're not looking at why you all taxing, you just want to tax and get money out. It's like you all the backward version of Robin Hood. Instead of robbing from the rich and give to the poor, you do the opposite. You steal from the poor and you remain rich.
Socialism,
So
Marxism, communism.
that's under the Russian playbook. So now, not only I see a Zomar Madani in New York, but I see plenty of them in the state of Illinois, in this county, in this city. And you all don't want to hear what the speaker says, so you get the officers here to escort them out of here, and then or else you lock them up. Now, crime is a big problem here in this county and in this state, and you all not doing nothing about it. But let's just tax them, baby. They'll stop it. You know what I'm saying? And then
1 minute.
when you're all, I'm gonna just say this with a warning. It's not a threat, because threats is for funeral. But this is gonna be a warning. You're gonna need these votes, and we're gonna vote you all out. That's all it is to it. So don't come knocking on the door with the free turkeys, talking about, hey, we're gonna give you a free turkey, but can you vote for us? We're gonna vote you all out, because too many kids fit in these seats around here, and y'all not running nothing right around here.
At all.
Chairman, that concludes our list of speakers.
Thank you very much. First, we have the item 6-0415. Convening the meeting of October.
No, that was good.
This is Chair Morrison, the second of the Commissioner. Now, Secretary of this protocol.
Chairman, this is a voice.
All in favor? Aye. Guys, now. Guys, now.
Are we doing remote?
Thank you. Next, we also discussed the proposed FEMA ordinance and amendment item 5-44. I have a motion from Vice Chair Sean Morrison, and second by Commissioner Mike Scott. We have Commissioner Sam Goldberg, of the Department of Building and Zoning. In addition,
to his ordinance language, he included a letter that you already should receive. Again, I want to express thank you to Tim Wood for your participation, and also thank you for taking my phone calls with Mr. Easy, so I appreciate you and your staff. Supposed to amend the section 106 of the Cook County Code of Ordinance to adopt the most recent flood insurance study, FIS, and flood insurance rate maps firms issued by FEMA, effective January 23rd, 2026, ensuring Cook County's continued eligibility mentioned in the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. Also, section 122 will align with the revisions of section 106 and remove responsibilities from the superintendent of highways. Any questions? And Tim, do you have any comments?
Thank you, Chairman Aguilar. Tim Brewer, Commissioner of Building and Zoning. This is an administrative item. FEMA regularly, every 5 years or so, they'll update their flood insurance maps, and we adopt those so that we stay positive with respect to our insurance rates.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Any more questions? I want to hear, Madam Secretary, please go roll call.
Mr. Naughty, vote please. Mr. Naughty is aye. Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Beers? Aye. Commissioner Deckman? Aye. Commissioner Gainer? Aye. Commissioner Lori is excused. Commissioner Castle? Aye. Commissioner Miller is absent. Commissioner Moore is absent. Commissioner Moreno is absent. Commissioner Moore is excused absent. Commissioner Kevin Morrison is also absent. Commissioner Chambers?
Aye.
Five votes for all. Commissioner Scott?
Aye.
Commissioner Stamps is absent. Commissioner Trevor? Aye. Commissioner Vasquez? Aye. Aaron Schmidt?
Aye. Yes, that motion passes. Thank you. Seeing no further business, may I have the motion to adjourn? First, Commissioner Nye, and second Commissioner Michael Scott. All in favor to adjourn, say aye. And opposed, the aye has it. The motion will adjourn. Thank you.
Finances, yes.
Do. Oh, my man Daly. Yes. Yeah.
The Finance Committee and the Cook County Board will come to order in the secretary.
Commissioner Aguilar?
Aye.
Commissioner Naya? Commissioner Burton? Thank you. Commissioner Deckman? Commissioner Gainer? Commissioner Lori is excused. Commissioner Castle? Commissioner Miller? Absent. Commissioner Moore? Absent. Commissioner Moreno? Absent. Commissioner Kevin Morrison? Absent. Commissioner Morrison?
Aye.
Thank you, sir. President, thank you. Commissioner Scott?
Present.
Commissioner Stamps? Is out of the room. Thank you. Commissioner Trevor? Commissioner Vasquez? Present. Commissioner Vasquez? Is very remote insurance. And we need to remote.
Move by Commissioner Scott.
Commissioner Aguilar, your vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Nye? Commissioner Burton?
Aye.
Commissioner Graham? Aye. Commissioner Gainer? Aye. All participants, aye. And we can discuss the conference. Commissioner Lori is excused. Commissioner Castle? Commissioner Young?
Yeah.
Is absent.
You know what they
Commissioner absent.
Mhm.
Commissioner Morrison?
Do you know where Jessica?
Oh, so
Commissioner Morrison?
Be over there.
Commissioner Castle?
Oh,
City Hall.
Is absent. Commissioner Trevor? Aye. Commissioner Davis? Aye.
All of them. Yeah, I don't know.
We have the secretary and corrections to the agenda. Please vote your votes.
We do have a rapid warrant for page 7 of your agenda, item number 253543 is directly agreement period. We have a second proposed substitute, which I is going to be the third. And Commissioner Moore is corrected. We will add him to the roll call.
Before we get into the public speakers.
And a reminder of the rules again, so not around for that with this night. Should not use vulgar abuse or discriminatory profanity or otherwise inappropriately for addressing the right failure to act appropriately or failure to adhere to the time requirements may result in expulsion from the meeting and will disqualify the person from trying this month. In this order, this comes in right, so I read. Minor primary, John Q, Eddie Ingles.
When you were involved in Michael Scott, so I know you want to head up on out of there when I started talking about that. But yeah, anyway, y'all had these rules, and none of those rules override the U.S. Constitution, our First Amendment. Y'all talk about Trump all day. Y'all talk about Trump so much, y'all can't go settle my case. Okay, well, I got all the evidence. Y'all call him racial things all day. All day. You call him misogynistic things all day. You call him anything. You call him everything what Obama is. Y'all call him everything what Joe Biden is. You call him everything what Daley was. Even the one that's right up there. Like, y'all crazy with them rules. Y'all are the biggest bullies. Chicago Flips Red would have never, ever started if y'all would have did y'all job. But you know, they say one thing that your daddy used to do, and that's why these blacks love him. He kept them working. He kept them working. If you plug the daily, you're going to stay plugged. And that's why y'all can't help nobody. So we have to release the shackles off of y'all. And y'all can do that by repenting and starting telling on these people. So they can start doing their job. Stop paying for the judges. I would like to go and live my life. I used to manage Dick Gregory from 2014 to 2013 to 2017. My father played on the Miami Dolphins 1972, 17-0, only team to this day to be undefeated. I have a legacy. A legacy. My mother, Charlene Marsh. My second cousin, Jesse Brown, who was Secretary of Veteran Affairs for Bill Clinton. My mother's very, very, very influenced here. My mother's family. My father's family. Settle my case. On Jesse Brown, settle my case.
Lina, then John Hugh, followed by Eddie Ingles.
I am in Friday again. Public is asking for actions. And what actions can we take, commissioners? So Cook County commissioners can refer concerns about the state's attorney for ethics investigation through Office of Inspector General or directly to the Illinois Attorney Registration and Disciplinary Commission. You also can refer these matters for investigation to Cook County Board of Ethics and to ARDC. I'm going to do any of that. Any of you. Or are you just hearing, like, sitting here and no reaction? And gentleman was right. People are in pain. That's the line. We are coming here without pain. And then a lady was escorted from here. People are, it's like Non-stop manipulation. If people show no emotion, that they must be lying, right? If there are true emotions, they're escorted. When will it end? When you can end it by action, by taking steps, but by referring these matters for investigation. I personally asking you to refer Judge Maritza Martinez. Multiple people reported her to you. 5 years, no contact with my son. Violence Against Women Task Force. How is it going to protect me? I get order of protection granted by Domestic Violence Division only by divorce judge to not let me in Zoom and vacate my order of protection for want of prosecution. And doing that twice. I'm asking you to report her. I'm asking you to report for investigation, guardian ad litem, again, Michael Watermeyer, whose wife works for Cook County State's attorney office. People reported multiple misconducts, and I can bring you all the paperwork. I can provide you proof of false record creating. No record in my case. Is any of you going to look at least one case from people coming to you and refer it for investigation? Are you going to do anything to stop corruption? Otherwise, it's a waste of taxpayers' money. Waste on waste on waste.
So I'll follow up with Annalena. The state's attorney's not going to do anything. She's not going to investigate anybody. She said to this board commission, to the public, instructing 1,300 state's attorneys not to investigate judges. Now, this commission created this resolution with Donna Miller, had Scanicio read in 907, and the resolution would allow any district to assign guardian ad litems at any time. Now I'll give you another history lesson. 1870s, right? Around that time, the Sherman Antitrust Act took place. The Anti-Sherman Trust Act was the first time that this country allowed parens patriae, which is rooted in feudalism from the 1800s with the King of England, allows you to take jurisdiction over children. You're trying to move the ball closer for guardian ad litems through Donna Miller's resolution for guardian ad litems to be assigned, while it goes on deaf ears that people's children, their homes, are being taken away from them because you've manipulated the home rules in the 1970s Constitution, and then Donna Miller read that in. You asked directly to the state's attorney, where did they go? The Judicial Inquiry Board. State's attorneys in 2 federal lawsuits. Chicago 7-7, who brought us in here to be witnesses for this little group you had, for this resolution, Donna Miller, who's going to try and pack it into Cadence Act. All of this is for funding. None of this is going to go anywhere with this board. I don't know why people come and talk other than to reach the public. The truth of all of this is that this is weaponized. There's women who are getting order of protections against men who've come up here and testified, and it was misappropriated to be like their LGBTQ gender domestic violence. No, Judge Martinez flipped the script. She didn't allow order of protections on 2 women that I've been working with on their cases, and made the husband the victim. And now the woman's the abuser. So we can't even get our genders right. You got your governor out here instructing that if any police officer doesn't interfere with ICE, that they will be prosecuted. So now your governor's going after our peacekeepers. The second point of all of that is that he said this is a street fight. You guys want a street fight? You guys want a street fight? You want to take it to the streets off of your governor and make it a street fight? I have not harmed anyone. I've worked in blue chip companies my entire life. Now I'm turning the processes and operational excellences that I've learned in the organizations that I've worked in against you guys. I'm going to spend all Christmas FOIAing every single one of your little documents, the resolution that you changed, because this is just another bureaucratic agency that you're getting funding for in order to say you're going to take care of guardian ad litems while you move the ball closer for judges to take jurisdiction over kids. It's repulsive.
3 seconds.
I don't need it.
Eddie Ingles, followed by Latanya Walker, and George Taylor.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with what happens when you give a guardian ad litem or another state actor complete unchecked authority and autonomy to manipulate 3 separate cases, which then trickles down to empowering another parent. I mean, this becomes more outrageous. So the other parent posts an order of protection on Facebook and then writes this. I mean, my parenting rights would have been revoked. God knows how long ago. What judge in their right mind, okay, speaking really about herself, but she's fearless. What judge in their right mind would grant an unmedicated, bipolar, known cocaine addict, and liar with emotional problems this OP, Crook County? This is a Facebook post about a judge, as well as doxing me in the document. She goes on further. My psychotic ex is trying, these are all social media posts, posting the order of protection with her commentary. My psychotic ex is trying to steal custody of my daughter. Cook County government needs to do the right thing. Who granted this bullshit emergency order of protection? I'm finding out today most men are scum. Avoid getting caught up, ladies. Continue. My family lawyer tried charging me 20 grand to retain him again. I mean, laughing my ass off. Basically, I mean, defaming everybody. Sorry, I'm just repeating what is stated here. Sorry, Eddie. You know, I'm sorry to say this, but this now and what's happening here and just listening to everybody speak and just knowing what's going on in federal court and all the filings, this now caused by these state actors such as the guardian ad litem, granted complete autonomy to do whatever they wish. This is a modern day Gray War 2.0. Yeah. And this is being led by the state actors. And this is going to happen. It's up to these judges to hold these actors accountable, but they're not. They're afraid to crack down on them. I'm done.
Tanya, you're next. And please stand by the podium, followed by George Taylor, then Jackie Sam.
Good morning again. I am here once again to warn the wicked. The word of the Lord in Ezekiel 3:18 says, Watchman, which I am an overseer, I am a prophetess. I do participate in my church, and I speak a word to people that are not saved and those that are saved. Warn them so the blood will be off of my hands. I have to warn you all of the wickedness, the injustice that is going on in the United States of America that involves Kwame Raoul office, James Membrix, Jill O.T., the police officer, Vince Liberio Nicholas, the state's attorney in DuPage County, Miss Miller, the councils, the sheriffs, the government officials, the state's attorneys, the judges, Cook County, DuPage, Kendall, Will, and all other counties in America. Our First Amendment, our constitutional rights are being violated. The Lord is sending me here to warn you all. Warn you all. Destruction is ahead. Warn you all. He is a God of justice and righteousness. Stand up for our children, which is our future. You all, your time is up. Pass the baton. Teach our children and their children's children. God is looking at you all. He's not pleased with you all. This message is going to ring for eternity, and I have to give it to you all. Please, righteousness and justice. Psalm 89:14 again. Righteous and justice. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So everything that's taking place on earth comes from heaven.
1 minute.
So we have to make change, people, whether you want to hear it or not. We need change. We need justice and righteousness. God is not biased. He has no respect of person. He has no color that he likes or dislikes. Everyone in this room, over this world, belongs to the Lord. Justice and righteousness withstand. Thank you.
George, Jackie,
Okay. I just would like to, address, a little more light on, DuPage County, which is, and which was a sundown county, and their, Sheriff James Mendrick, because he's running for the governor's spot. Now, I would like to know, how is it in any way, is there a video of one of their deputies battering and using racial slurs, and he does not consider that evidence, and there is a video? What better evidence is there than a video? There is none. So, for that matter, why has not he came forward or issued any kind of um, punishment or anything to these deputies or anything? That's ridiculous to me, and it has gotten away with it. So what would you think he would do with this state if this is the kind of conditions that DuPage County is, the sheriff's department is ran under? He cannot uh, go any further than that, but out. It's time for him to go out. So I just want to bring that last little statement. Thank you.
next speaker, please continue.
Hello, I'm Jackie Sample again. I want to share a little bit about my case. My case started in 2023 in DuPage County with 4 judges. The first judge immediately went to forcing or attempting to force me to sell my home, although we had high net worth assets and millions. And I didn't understand what was happening at the time. So I repeatedly turned in evidence of our assets where my spouse repeatedly turned in fraudulent affidavits. So one judge after another would recuse themselves after I continually complained and turned in evidence of our truthful assets. So I got to a point where judge number 3 left, judge number 4 came, got recused, then judge number 3 came back as judge number 5 until they dismissed my divorce, forcing me to stay married to this person. Today, I cannot get the Wheaton Police Department to even take a police report from me. The Sheriff's Department, James Mendrick, finally took a police report for me after a year, but I just found out that he labeled this criminal report as an incident, not a criminal report. I've provided ample documentation, time and time again. I've had judges threatening me with jail for speaking out, threatening me with incarceration because I've done interviews about my case. Every sitting official in this room should be outraged at what's going on with the judicial corruption in this town, in this state. But it seems like as long as, you're getting your jobs and you're feeding your kids, you're okay. Right now, every property I own is in foreclosure because of the judge's, criminal activities. Every property. And that's not fair to me. And I've come to realize I'm not the only one. My fellow advocates, they have horrific stories. Mothers not seeing their children, fathers not seeing their kids. 14-year-olds being beaten up. Other folks' properties are being stolen. Why can't we get help from some city officials? Why can't we get help from sitting officials like Kwame Raoul's office? Even Governor Pritzker. I've contacted every official in the state of Illinois for 2 years about these judges. These judges have just taken everything that I've worked so hard for. And they're getting away with stealing my property, stealing my assets, committing crimes. It's real time.
That's right.
George Blakemore,
Commissioner
Ray Roundtree, Dennis White, the chair. After the speakers, we need to call in the other existing committees. Thank you.
I'm amazed to hear the people crying out against you. And with the court system is part of the political system. why do you think that the court will help you? I've advocated that these judges, when you get up to go to vote, that you have a certain date just dealing with judges, not on the same date that you're dealing with the other public officials. So to all these whites and blacks and these who come and speak at this night, you deserve the government you get. And you get the government you deserve. You deserve that. When you talk about God help me, I'm gonna pray. You got to pray and fight. I'm gonna pray. The Lord will make a way somehow. You got to make your own way somehow. And one way you can make this way, excuse me, is to throw them all out. Throw the baby in the water and all of soap and whatever out. And the way you can do that, if you can't vote them out, what can you do then, Mr. Braymore? When you can't vote them out? What happened during the French Revolution? And Maria Antoinette said, freedom cake. What happened to her? They cut her neck off. A revolution by any means necessary. By force. Oh my God, you getting radical. Oh, you getting radical. Can't you see you praying to this God and it's not happening? You your own God. Throw them out by any means necessary. You talk about the French Revolution. What about the American Revolution? The Boston Tea Party, when the colonists got tired of England, they had a revolution. They started fighting each other, killing each other to get your freedom. When do you want it? Now. How do you want it? By any means necessary. Look at those two talking to each other. They ignoring you. All y'all doing just getting up, spending the night. You can stop it though. I told you how you can stop it one day. And it's all over. That can stop them through blood. Through blood. Through blood.
Chairman, next speaker, Ray Brown.
Yep, Ray Roundtree, this is continuance, like I was saying earlier. This phony guardian ad litem that's not on the, guardian ad litem list, so how are you a guardian ad litem? Ashante Matlock Henderson. I have the list, I have proof of everything that I say she's not on the list, so how are you a guardian ad litem? State's Attorney Archella at 3150 West Flournoy Street needs to be investigated. Because she told me I did not have custody of my son.
Where the chair is. No chair.
I gave her the paperwork. And she says, I need to get the paperwork updated. How I need to get the paperwork updated when the judge stamped it and signed it and said I had custody of my son. But the following month, then all of a sudden, I didn't have custody. So I had custody in August, but I didn't in September because I did not know about the court date, September 5th, to come to court to tell Judge Dickler that I don't want nobody else getting custody of my son. So, like I said, a lot of people need to be investigated. One more. Judge Lionel Baptiste needs to be investigated. Judge Renee Jackson in the Davis Center also needs to be investigated. A lot of people need to be investigated because this is too much corruption and things going on. They don't care. I don't understand it. Something needs to happen. These feds definitely need to come sweep this whole justice system, especially in Chicago. It's crazy. They taking people's properties. There's too much going on, man. Like George said, it's a revolution. Something needs to happen. But this is ridiculous, man. And when that war kick off, believe me, y'all's not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. You're gonna have to flip this whole country red because that blue stuff not working. It's not working at all. It's too much. Oh, we just want money. You just want money. Okay, we'll see. It's not a with.
I'm Speaker Dennis Blake.
If everybody take a look on the left side right here, it's the United States flag. So when they say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the question is, do you have allegiance to the United States of America? Or do you have allegiance to corruption?
Oh,
Come on now.
So here's the thing, corruption is one level. Stupidity is a way different level of besides corruption. So when they say one nation under God, do they believe in God or do they believe in Satan or money? So the thing is this here, violence is up besides corruption. And if you look at these judges here, every election, you only got the one judges running on the ballot. And all of them are Democrats. They ain't running against each other. So the thing about crime is they ain't gonna say nothing about it until it come to their doorstep. And me being a wartime veteran, I still got that wartime training. So I carry two things, a gun and a Bible in my hand.
all right now.
So if this is the fight they want, then let's give them that fight that they wish they never asked for. Now,
Build to that.
you guys over here supposed to work for the public. We are the public. We the people. It said that on the United States Constitution. It doesn't say we the politicians. I don't remember it say we the Democrats. It say we the people. So whatever you all doing besides being corrupt,
1 minute.
being bedside fellows with George Soros and the cartels, this is the warning I'm going to give you all. You will be voted out. You're going to be voted out very fast, too, if you all don't do right by the people, for the people. Because we're going to get these judges out. We're going to get these chairs out. We're going to get Tony
We
Prepwick out.
definitely getting 3
We're
seats.
going to get rid of J.D. Pritzker out.
30 seconds.
We're going to get Brandon Johnson out. We're going to get all of them out. And we're going to have, if it had to be red and they don't like that color red, okay. I'll live with that.
Shout out to Gabriella. She running for commissioner. She's gonna win.
The stamps has been requested to be added to the roll, and if you don't want she's
Sorry.
to the roll for finance, and then it's time to call in our additional.
Oh, wow. Good.
They are 10 o'clock and go by. Finance second litigation. Order Madison, you can take the roll.
Commissioner Deckman. Vice Chair Laurie is excused. Commissioner Maria is absent. Commissioner Sean Morrison. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Stones. Commissioner Stamps is present. Thank you, Mayor. Commissioner Trevor. And Chairman is present. Chairman, we have 2 members are absent, excused for Laurie and Commissioner Rita. Chairman. If you don't mind, I'm gonna call the order. The next is transportation. Commissioner Nine, would you call transportation, please?
Absolutely. Having an hour of 10:30. Like to call the transportation committee to order. Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Thank you, Commissioner Aguilar.
Here.
Vice Chair Dyer is present. Thank you, Commissioner Daly. Commissioner Deckman. Commissioner Dana. Commissioner Laurie is excused. Commissioner Pastor Walker. Commissioner Castle's present. Thank you. Commissioner Lewis is absent. Commissioner Rita is absent. Chairman Moore. Chairman, are you still connected? Thank you. Commissioner Moore is present and participating remotely. Commissioner Kevin Morrison.
Morrison here.
Commissioner Sean Morrison.
Sean Morrison present.
Commissioner Scott. Commissioner Smith is connected. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Stamps. Commissioner Trevor. Commissioner Vasquez. Commissioner Vasquez is connected. President connected remotely. I have 3 absences for Commissioner Laurie excused. Commissioner Miller is absent. Commissioner Marita is absent. There is a group participating.
Stand at recess until.
And there will be remote participation at that time.
Legislation. That office. Thank you. There are 10:45. Meeting of the legislation and intergovernmental relations committee. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Aguilar.
Here.
Commissioner Aguilar is present. Commissioner Naya. Chairman is present. Commissioner Bailey. Commissioner Degnan.
Present.
Commissioner Gainer.
Present.
Commissioner Laurie is excused. Commissioner Haskell. Commissioner Miller is absent. Commissioner Moore.
President.
Commissioner Moore is present. Participated in the vote. Commissioner Green is absent. Commissioner Kevin. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Sean Martin. Commissioner Scott. Here is present and participated in the vote. Interesting. Commissioner Trevor. Fascinating. Is present and participating in the vote. Remotely. Chairman, you have a-
wanted to go over the number 2 reasons, 10 pages.
No, she's coming back here. Oh, yeah. It's the second time y'all violated the public comment speaking. You're gonna keep recessing it. I'm gonna take y'all to
Chair is present.
federal court.
Commissioner Laurie is excused. Commissioner Castle. Commissioner Miller. Absent. Commissioner Moore is present. Participating.
Good job.
Commissioner Scott. Is connected.
Mr. Blakemore, they on their third,
Commissioner Vasquez.
call a recess.
Ma'am, you do have a query, and we will revisit your roll call for remote participation when we return.
See that?
They're going to recess?
All reset. How many reset?
Is, technology, we'll do that at 11:30.
We'll begin with the committee minutes, Commissioner Scott. Move to approve committee minutes, 260352.
Recess all them? For what?
260352.
Cause they running late?
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed, motion carries. Commissioner Long. Great, I'll take that. I move to receive and file item 260032. For the period October to November 5. You approve discussion of board orders on page 2. Proposed settlements on pages 3 through 4. Approve 25. 4 3 maps. Decision for November 25. Approve 26.
Yeah, we just.
Approve 2602. Selling. Trustees claims report.
I think it's gonna be the beginning.
Approve 2602 to pay the subject number of 2025 and approve 254457 claims recovery settlements for the month ending November. Move back to Commissioner Brendan, second by Commissioner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Receive and file items 2.
Those are finance, I forgot. Never mind, y'all right. These are all the, just like over there. Their finance, that's all all their departments. Okay, I got it now.
260282 254457.
All right.
Any questions?
Is received. Thank you. So Commissioner Aguilar, your vote. Commissioner Aguilar, aye. Commissioner Naya. Commissioner Britton.
Aye.
Commissioner Degnan.
Aye.
Commissioner Gainer. Aye. Previous votes were all aye. Commissioner Laurie is excused. Commissioner Castle.
Aye.
Commissioner Miller is absent. And Pascal was.
This month.
Commissioner Moore.
The E call item 250253.
0253. No, that's not on this section. Thank you. Thank you. Your vote is done. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Marita is excused. Commissioner Kevin Morrison.
Bill Morrison, aye.
Sean Morrison, let me go back. Commissioner Morrison, are you connected to Walter? Commissioner Morrison is on. Commissioner Morrison is on. Commissioner Sean Morrison is on. Commissioner Scott. Predisposed for all. You understand something? Thank you. Commissioner Vasquez? Commissioner Vasquez is aye, and Chairman, your vote?
Aye.
Chairman, we have 14 ayes and 3 absent.
Commissioner Sean. Chairman, I move to receive and file item number 26-0208, which is controllers report for the 11-month period ending. Also move to receive and file item number 25-4110, which is the Cook County Health Report for December 20.
It's been moved by Commissioner Strauss Morrison, second by Commissioner Trevor, to receive and file 260303 and receive and file 25-4110. Cheryl, I think he's at your mouth.
Sir, are you connected?
Yes.
Let's begin, sir.
Good morning, Commissioners, Kevin Bailey, Storm Thomas, Controller. For the 11-month period ended October 31st of 2025, the general fund had a favorable net budget variance of $147.9 million. It is comprised of a $180.3 million favorable revenue variance and a favorable expense variance of $39.6 million. The favorable revenue variance is driven primarily by county sales tax, which is $102 million favorable against budget. The health fund had an unfavorable net budget variance of $18.1 million on a budget of cash basis. It was comprised of $208.6 million unfavorable revenue variance and a favorable expense variance of $190.5 million. The accrual-based financial report prepared by the health fund are better detailed on the financial condition and enterprise fund. State revenues update. Through October 31st of 2025, the state of Illinois owed the county $112.5 million. That included $105.7 million in the general fund and $6.8 million due to the health fund. The receivables comprised of $14.1 million from AORC, the Administrative Office of Illinois Court, $25 million from rent, $91.1 million for federal pass-through and state direct grants. In addition, in fiscal 25, the federal government canceled $3.3 million in one-time grants related to the Department of Public Health. That concludes my report. Does anyone have any questions?
Cause y'all keep stealing. Y'all can't get no money.
If not, we'll begin health and hospital.
Board Chairman, Board Commissioners. Scott Spencer, Associate CFO for CCH. So as mentioned, year to date on a cash basis, the health system is 18.1 million unfavorable to budget. Revenues are 208 million below plan, driven by lower values and higher charity care as fairness continues to shift with redetermination and the elimination of recent programs such as HBIA and HBIS. Expenses are 191 million favorable due to vacancies and reduced agency staffing. And we have no pass-through compensation from the states. Any questions about that?
Any questions by any of the members? I know Scott Lane, yes, we indicated that there's been any additional payments. Have we seen that?
Yeah, so for the October 3 months, it's 12 million a month. That we're short on. At this point.
We're waiting for some clarification from what.
Exactly, yeah, we're working with the state to get that clarified. Thank you. So you mentioned that we're 208 million short, and it's mainly due to charity care.
Charity care.
It's a large factor for that. Yeah, charity care and values have been lower than budgeted for there. And what was the reduction total cost so far with the HBIA? HBIA, how much is attributed? Yeah, 55 million for 6 month period. So 6 months, 55 million. We presume that it'll turn that way for the next 6 months. There's under 10 million. Correct. All right, thank you.
Any other questions? All those in favor, roll call.
Commissioner Araya? Aye. Thank you. I'm sorry, Commissioner, I skipped over here. You're correct. Thank you. I believe you're supposed to have Commissioner Britton.
Aye.
Commissioner Deckman. Aye. Commissioner Kenya. Aye. Vice Chair Lori is excused. Commissioner Haskell. Aye. Commissioner Miller is excused. Previous votes were, Commissioner Moore. Thank you. Commissioner Moore's vote is aye. Commissioner Marita. Is I have these items. Thank you. Commissioner Rita is aye. Commissioner Kevin.
One more tonight.
Kevin Morrison is aye. Commissioner Sean Morrison. Thank you. Commissioner Scott. Commissioner Stamps. Commissioner Trevor. Aye. Commissioner Vasquez. Previous votes are all aye. Chairman, your vote. Chairman is aye. Chair 15 aye. To excuse absences for, I'm sorry, excuse absence for Commissioner Lord and absent for Commissioner Miller. Wait, add on the vote. Yes.
Commissioner Britt. Thank you, Chair, members of the committee. I move to approve item 253543 as amended in the errata. It is proposed intergovernmental agreement between the JAC and the County State's Attorney's Office, providing funding for the JAC juvenile detention alternative type filters.
And I move by Commissioner Brady, second by Commissioner Sean, to approve the item 253543 as amended.
Questions? The next item will be.
And what's the second row of that, Arnie? Thank you. And there was still four items. 3545. That also is.
It's been different.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Again, 3543 for approval moved by Commissioner Scott Britton, second by Commissioner Naya. Commissioner Aguilar, vote for.
Aye.
Commissioner Naya. Aye. Mr. Britton.
Aye.
Commissioner Deputy, you vote for this item? Aye. Commissioner Moore is excused. Previous vote for alternate. Commissioner Haskell. Commissioner Miller is absent. Commissioner Moore.
Moore's aye.
Commissioner Maria.
Aye.
Maria. Commissioner Kevin Morrison.
Morrison, aye.
Commissioner Sean Morrison. Commissioner Scott. Commissioner Scott is aye. Commissioner Stamps. Aye. Commissioner Trevor. Aye. Commissioner Vasquez. Previous votes were all aye. Chairman, your vote?
Aye.
Chairman as well. Chairman, it's aye to absent.
The item was approved. Commissioner Brett.
Move to adjourn. Oh, do I need to defer that?
Yeah.
Defer it. All right. Move by Commissioner. That's 250253 to defer.
Second by Commissioner Jack. Voice vote. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Before we adjourn, let me just wish everyone Merry Christmas.
Aye.
Happy I know the testament has been quoted a lot today. They just got wish individual whatsoever. Great job on whatever she was happy.
Your father made everybody homeless on the south side. Your father's known to be the master displacement. He's the king of redlining. You are a crook.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah. All right. Just because I think he forgot about his daddy. Yeah, I'm sorry, officers. I think he forgot about his daddy though.
That was her.
No.
Yeah. She is the head of policy
I think she
for
was.
the state's attorney. So I mean her
She's probably.
for all the policy that gets that.
Thank you. With time, June 11:30, I would like to call the technology committee to order.
Technology.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Commissioner Aguilar. Here. Commissioner Jackson. Is present. Commissioner Casper is present. Commissioner Miller. You're absent. Commissioner, Vice Chair Sean Morrison. Scott. Commissioner Scott is present, participating remotely. Commissioner Trevor. And Commissioner
This is Dennis.
is present, participating remotely, and Chairman is present.
About the public statements. I need you to hold these for me.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. You going now?
Recess, look over the agenda.
I'll reconvene the litigation committee.
He look like he's scared.
Members, please.
He look uncomfortable.
President Chair, Commissioner Tegman, Commissioner Law is Commissioner Marina has been added to the roll. Commissioner John Morrison stands and Trevor are all present. Your motion for remote roll call, so
Commissioner, Stance moves for, allows a remote roll call, second by
thank you. Commissioner Tegman, your vote, ma'am. Commissioner Laurie is excused. Commissioner Rivera.
I'm at Cook County board meetings.
John Morrison
All right.
is asked for the Commissioner Stamps. I for remote roll call, thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Trevor. Yes, Chairman.
Aye.
Chairman, you have 5 ayes and 2 abstentions.
Thank you. Public speakers.
Chairman, we have a number of public speakers. Please be reminded of the rules for these meetings. I will call you in a room, please line up at the public speaking night. Zoe Lee, Alina Carling, John McHugh, one time Eddie Eames.
Just talking about a lot of corruption, and I know y'all so well. Operation Greylord 2.0 does need to happen. Like, and Rico time. Like everything. Remember how y'all was like literally trying to put Donald Trump in jail for anything, like how y'all was trying to put me in jail for speaking out my First Amendment. Remember when Tony Preckwinkle, when I called her a house? And remember when she had got me arrested? Remember that? Because I asked her why at the age of 78, she's still selling her peoples out, just like she just did by buying that $1 million home in Kenwood, knowing that her elders that are about her age about to lose their properties that they, paid off, like how y'all knocked my family's building down because y'all wanted that TIF money instead of just helping my mother with her nonprofit, like how y'all be laundering through y'all nonprofits. She has a real nonprofit. She really was doing the work. It was in memory of Jesse Brown, my second cousin. He used to serve for, Bill Clinton, Secretary of Veteran Affairs. She just wanted to keep his name going, and keep her name going, and keep my last name going. My last name actually is Marsh Lee. I got my dad's last name and my mom's last name. So I just use Lee, But yeah, y'all need to be arrested. The fact that y'all let me, that's how cocky y'all were, and thought that Black people just are not gonna be heard ever, even though we built this country and we're still old and we continue to deal with trauma. 1919 race riots and the affirmative action, then the 94 crime bill and the crack and the mass incarceration, then the manufactured COVID and then illegal immigration invasion, all that, wrongfully convicted, even though you may not be convicted, I still got a mugshot out there that people trying to circulate to make it feel like embarrass myself. Y'all all belong. Y'all all need mugshots. Each and every one of y'all. You need a mugshot for helping steal. She don't even come to work no more after you helped her get out that little jammy whammy. Yeah, she does. She doesn't even come in and she about to run again. She about to run again. She has not made it back to a meeting ever since she got caught with her DUI. That is crazy. But y'all sit here and blame Donald Trump and the federal government for everything because you want them to send y'all more money to continue to launder. Y'all, I don't know why we paying property taxes. I don't even understand why. It's unconstitutional. But I don't even understand why. I mean, at the end of that, I just feel like we need to hold it until Trump comes in. I am one of the Black women that he kept saying that they were calling for. I was calling for him. I called for him. I've been calling for him for 3 years. I've been calling for him. I independently aligned with the Republican Party to get Trump in office, to come take y'all down. Like, I don't know who can't stand y'all more, him or me. Like, that's how bad. Like, when I say I pray every day that Donald Trump watches my live stream. I pray every day that he come bring Pine Bonnie, Cash Patel, and whoever else. He can put me in. He can put me in. Because I broke the Democratic machine. Me and Miss Jessica. Because George Blakemore taught me. I would have never known about none of this if it wasn't for George Blakemore. Just like Dick Gregory taught me that the political thing is a game. My mother, one of my punishments when I was younger was my mother to make me play chess to the point that I loved it. And that's what we playing. It's a game. It's a game. So I don't care if anybody calls me out of my name when I have all the evidence to show how wrong you are. I used to steal. I did prison time. I was on parole. That's how I know y'all stealing. I used to steal at my faculty teacher's room in 5th grade. I was cold. Yeah, I'm an open book to the point that I will run for governor as a write-in, and I probably will win. Y'all don't run this. Y'all are public servants. We pay you. Worst customer service on earth, and then y'all want to blame racism? What are y'all? What the black ones in? That black on black crime, economic, gatekeeping. I didn't go to HBCU. I got a pledge. I got to go to a crooked church. I got to go to a certain school.
30 seconds.
That's wild. I sued Delta Pro Se for my First Amendment. So, and won. I sued Revolt. Diddy owe me $500,000 right now. I gotta go get my money, but I can't get it because y'all haven't paid me my money, so I can go get a federal lawyer to go try to get that in Georgia because I had to come back here. You can't pay me. I can't be bought. I will not sell out. I will not be a coon for y'all. Absolutely not. I just want my money.
Next speaker,
Next
please.
to you, Alana, are you still here? John McHugh. Eddie Ingles. Lindsay Walker. George David. Jackie Sample. Jessica Jackson. George Blakemore. Mary Mountain. Rick Blakemore's here.
Perhaps you didn't understand what I said. The hell these judges are not the same time you have the other political hats. Have 2 days for those judges. And then the next time have other hats. Don't have them the same day. And another thing, Mr. Blakemore, you're old. I kind of smell you. Oh, you're so funky. It's funky in here. It's yes, you heard what I said. Soap and water can't clean you up. You fuck it from within. I can smell you, and it stinks. I can just go and give me some soap and water and old and pee and everything, and I can wash this off. But that's inward funk. Inward. All in your soul, you're funky. It's terrible here. It's terrible. Listen, I was trying to explain this to all of you that this is corruption here, a one-party system here. And then you watch out and go, ah, 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 ah. No objection. This is not a good look. It's rubber stamp of all the road litigation. Ah, ah. And what are they eyeing for? Money. Money is the root of all evil. Go and say she's been to prison. She said she's the have a little mug shot Some of you all have never been to prison and you don't have a mug shot, but you're a criminal. You're a criminal. You're corrupt. You never might serve one day in the jail, but you're a jailbird. You're mean. You're mean. You're un-American. This guy was talking this young man about the flag. You pledged yourself to the legion of a corrupt Democratic Party machine. Just 1 minute from eternity. You are this monkey here. Uh-huh. It's corruption here. And the Hispanic people got more sense than the blacks. They advocate for their people. I used to dye this hair. I used to coat this hair. I used to hate this hair. And wigs and grease. Something is wrong with black people here. They hate their looks. They hate their big nose. They let their hair. They get lips and they black. They hate each other. They hate each other.
Dennis White. Chairman, after Mr. White, we have concluded testimony. The other speakers that were registered did not speak.
Thank you, Madam Secretary.
I love it. I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck with it. It's not.
Well, you guys don't know how much in trouble you all will be in if the feds come to this state. And to Trump, we need to do a forensic audit. We need Doge here.
Definitely.
We need everyone know where our tax money are going to. If it's go to these illegal aliens, that's a crime right there. Because still abandoning them, because you keeping ICE away from them. And I know some of you all can't help but to be Democrats. Just can't help it. I cannot help be black, but I was born being black. But my birth certificate never said Democrats. It never will. When I leave this earth, my tombstone won't say Democrats. It will say son, father, patriot. That's what it's going to say. And I'm gonna tell you all need to change your ways on how you all vote, because you all don't have a clue about policies.
At all.
None whatsoever. I didn't even go to college. I didn't finish college. And I understand policy better than some of these politicians. So you guys better get it right, because when it come down to the election, don't come knocking on our doors. Don't send us no email. Don't send us no flyer. Don't send us no petition. None of those things. The only thing we're going to petition you all is indictments. That's what's going to happen. And for Tony Prepwinkle, she need to be investigated very, very soon. Just like Todd Stroger should have been investigated too.
Mm-hmm. Jesse White.
Better get it right, because when it comes down to the election, we're gonna vote you all out.
Woo!
Any further public speakers? Secretary?
And that concludes the
Thank you. Here will entertain motion to approve item 260387, the minutes of the meeting held on November 19, 2025. Motion was made by Commissioner Degan, second by Commissioner Trevor, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. I do believe we need to go into executive session, so I can break it. All those in favor of proceeding to executive session for the purpose of discussion.
They done?
The 11 to advise the executive.
They done?
Okay, here.
Okay. We are in executive session. Anyone who is not involved in the executive session is proceed.
All right. Oh, yes, this is where y'all can start stealing and stuff. Okay, they going into a closed meeting, y'all. So this is where they start stealing and things, but it's okay, because Donald Trump and them is watching, so it's good. Yeah. I'll go down. It's must watch TV. Must watch.
Those that use your mic.
Must watch.
Look,
Look, she bought $1 million home. She bought $1 million home. Why property taxes is going up? Tony Preckwinkle. Wild lady. It's a wild lady. What else they got? We done? That's all they got today? I said what I had to say. All right. I did good today. I did good. Thank you for your service. Good day. Good day. Yeah, you know, I did good. I think I walk. And I walk. Hold on. Woo. I think I did good. They got to say what I had to say. Yeah.
My man Leroy that I speak that.
Yeah, that's what I got for it. That's what I'm fighting for.
Stay right on that thing. Ain't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You gonna pay him?
Yeah, we Derek, all of we hung up in there, man. The neighborhood is sin. That was
Say hi. He be watching. Where you at?
yeah, I can't keep on giving me. Thank you.
But that's my man.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you related to Jasmine Pettigrew?
no.
Okay.
It's slow by way.
Okay. Yeah. You going to where? You going over to Daily Center?
We're just
Oh, let me see. She said she was going across the street.
to get something to eat.
No, she was saying, oh, you know what? They said she can come back in. Oh, they went to go follow Kwame Raoul.
The office?
Yeah.
Remember I had to package a UPS and I sent it back to the shelter.
He the worst. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah. The heat is on.
how you doing?
Okay, where you at? We done. They done.
The heat is on.
What address?
They all criminals in there. They never will go to jail, but they're criminal. They never get caught on the goddamn trap, but they're rags. These whores up
Okay.
here are never, some of them will never go to jail. But these are whores.
I think someone's going to jail though.
They not going nowhere. Them whores not going
You
nowhere.
don't think they going to jail?
No, they not going down.
Judge ain't gonna prosecute.
Oh, okay.
He's not gonna prosecute.
Okay.
Don't I always talk?
I guess I guess I gotta run then. I guess this is sad. I gotta go this way. I'm about to go to Kwame Raoul. I guess I gotta run. I guess I gotta run for governor then. I guess I gotta run for governor because somebody gotta prosecute him. I guess I run for attorney general. They say you don't gotta be no lawyer. Oh no, we got Andy running for attorney general. I might probably just gonna run for governor. All right, y'all. Yeah, life is good. Life is great. What up?
It's just that.
They had Kwame Raoul's spot. Kwame! Where is Kwame? Last time I seen Too much. All right, we back at it. What up? It's nice outside. It's nice outside. Nice, nice and breezy. Nice day to walk in the city hall right there. You know, Mr. Dennis.
You wave at your fan. Hello, everybody.
You got fans too.
I do.
Yeah, let me say, get it, Mr. Dennis. Get it, Mr. Dennis. Oh man,
It is a beautiful day
I
out.
forgot all about cooking. I probably gotta go over there for Tony Preckwinkle tomorrow. Cause
How you doing?
I gotta talk about that $1 million house. When her daughter-in-law is awaiting
You know
a
what we
murder
named?
trial in
You know what we named
Atlanta.
Tony Preckwinkle?
Uh,
Tony Taxwinkle. That's what everybody used to call it, Tony Taxwinkle. She was taxing that water and soda pop throughout this whole county during the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony Preckwinkle. Tony Preckwinkle mad because she couldn't live in her truth. Out here wearing them soggy dress suits, them shoes, knowing she a whole dyke. That's crazy.
And she used to be the superintendent.
Superintendent of what?
School?
Oh my God. She not even from here. She from a different city. He's some lame man. I can't believe y'all are not yo, but I just can't believe
Nobody.
ain't,
Hey, I just
ain't
like.
nobody take care of this. But I mean, it's our fault. It's the people's fault.
Yeah, it is.
People fault because we should have been on it.
We'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
As long as black people get handouts, silence is golden.
I am. You got so many people mad at me, pissed off at me
Pissed off for you for what?
because I voted for Trump. All right.
Oh, she sure did.
Trump or
One
Kamala.
person sent me. One person.
I ran for president. They could have voted me in. I was the right candidate. So at the end of the day, just like they could have voted in Dick Gregory when he ran for president and when he ran for the mayor. So at the end of the day, they get mad at somebody because the Black America don't think. Like we straight followers when it comes to politics. We don't even know. We don't know yet. We need to be following politics like they be following basketball, football, baseball. Politics is a sport. And y'all just voting and losing every time. We just on a losing streak. I'm a winner.
They say
I'm a winner.
they say you think you win for something, but you lose for everything.
Right.
That's what it is.
That ain't crazy. We got all these people that pledge together, all this weird stuff. Nobody don't want to fight this person because they all corrupt. Even the ones that don't like each other. Timothy Evans and Tony Preckwinkle couldn't stand each other.
You
But
talk Chief Justice.
yeah, but
They had something in common.
Yeah.
They Democrats.
They Democrats.
Yeah.
You gotta be lead a Democratic Party to them and their families, because that's all they care about.
Mm-hmm.
Let them vote for. Let their families keep voting for them. See if they win. You hear all them parents upstairs
Mm-hmm.
and can't get no justice. Like all and not just black. You got white,
Yeah.
but you know what they all got in common? It's a lot of men that want to be in their father's, their children's relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, their children's lives.
Like a flat.
And y'all are keeping that away, but y'all be quick to put him on child support. Y'all be quick to put him on child support
Why are they on welfare?
while they're on welfare. Make it make sense. You can't. And ain't nowhere in the world I pay a property tax. We need Trump to come in. Because judges ain't doing nothing. I'm going to figure it out.
Well, that was corruption is one level, but stupidity is a higher level.
A higher level. You should have seen their faces.
Oh, when I say that,
Yeah. But you know what the crazy thing is? How Miss Jackson set it off.
I was in the restaurant.
Miss Jackson set it off.
Well,
Hmm.
that's it.
You wasn't there when that dude stood up?
No, I was in the restaurant.
Bill Lowry?
I was in the restaurant.
Godless. Godless or a fool. Godless or a fool. Seal of the state of Illinois. That's a seal of,
Go.
oh, sorry. This is called Jesse White. Jesse White. I just want y'all to see this before I gotta hang this up. Jesse White, State of Illinois building. He does not deserve. Jesse White is the original person that was stealing deeds. He does not deserve a building. But what's the dude name? JB Pritzker felt bad, and he's been buying him little buildings because he said he was a good African American. So for him to give his forgiveness, his Jewish forgiveness, he keeps naming stuff after him because he was a vetted African American, and it's on that FBI wiretap that Obama had Rahm and them do to get Rob B's seat. One of them seat. Well, you know the story. All right, I gotta go. I think it was Senate seat. Oh, Obama's Senate seat. Yeah, let's go.